find one item from the list provided.
Oh, it's the eyes?
Gross.
Oh my god. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my beautiful wife, Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to episode 39 of HunterxHunter, Wish and Promise.
We'll see if they can figure out more about this video game in this episode.
I'm so mad at this dad.
Yeah, he's not setting himself up for
he's
much
on my shit list.
Admiration here.
Real.
Yeah. If you're excited for more episodes of HunterxHunter, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below for episodes coming every Friday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, they're all posted to Patreon. They're extended full-length forms along with all the other shows we're watching, so make sure to check that out. Are we excited for episode 39 of HunterxHunter?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
Nen abilities fall into the following 6 distinct categories. Enhancers are able to strengthen and reinforce the natural properties of any object they encounter. Transmuters can manipulate and change the quality of aura at will.
Interesting, Go and Kilo are friends and they're close together.
Conjurers have the ability to materialize an object out of aura.
Kurapika?
Looks like it.
Emitters can propel their aura. Manipulators
Was that
can
Leorio?
use their aura to control objects or living things.
Is that his brother?
Specialists
Looks
possess
like it.
rare abilities, which do not fit within the other 5
Don't know
categories.
those.
No.
One must determine which category their aura falls into. This is the first
I wonder if
step to
anyone's ever
becoming
done
a
multiples.
skilled Nen user.
Perhaps that would be categorized as a specialist, and if not, we do know that if you are one, you can still do techniques from the other. You just aren't technically that
as good at it.
classification. Like, it's harder to learn.
Okay.
So I feel like kind of if you were like, I studied 100 years, then maybe you are, kind of both.
Gotcha.
Meanwhile, as Gon and Killua depart from Whale Island, Kurapika is preparing to begin a journey of his own.
So you remember me?
This after he learned,
Well, yeah. We don't get
Nen?
many visitors
Yeah.
here. In fact, ever since you were here last, there's only been one other person. This place is a whole lot harder to find than you think. You found this agency on your own, and that tells me you're pretty sharp. Even so, I can't introduce you to our valued clients. And it's not because of your total lack of experience. Some of our clients don't seem to mind that.
are they Phantom Troop?
The thing is,
Their client?
experience isn't all you lack.
Like I told you, I already have a hunter's license.
Maybe, but your exam isn't over yet. It's obvious.
Excuse me?
Oh, this was back before he learned
Okay.
Nen.
You can't see anything, can you?
Was that? That's not Gene, right?
I don't.
Kind of had the same stubble. Like, no, it's not him.
It's just an unshaved man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we saw this back then, but
You can't see it.
definitely not Gene. But it would be insane if Gene trained him.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
You didn't notice when I stole this. Or when I walked right past you either. You're totally clueless.
Bastard! Give me back my license right now!
Does a newbie who knows nothing of Nen have a chance of beating me?
Nen, huh?
Wanna give it a try?
Yeah, no shot if you don't know Nen.
Yeah.
Do you get it now? There's something important you still lack. Come with me. I'll teach you. The real exam has just begun. Today, we're gonna determine which category your aura falls under.
Oh, the same test. Yeah, I guess it's universal.
There's something forming in the water.
Oh,
So you're a conjurer. It's clear.
nice.
That's cool.
Conjurer?
A
What type
conjurer.
of specialty is manifesting their aura?
I see.
You know what this means? That Gon, Killua, Kurapika, and Leorio are all just in a four
On
sequence.
one side. Yeah.
I was hoping I would be an enhancer.
Wait. And Kurapika and Leorio were like, kind of like butting heads a lot in the beginning.
And they're as far as they could possibly be. That's funny.
Whereas Gon and Killua were close.
Yeah,
faster friends.
totally.
That's so interesting.
I was hoping I would be an enhancer.
Unfortunately, you can't change what you're born with. But it isn't hopeless. You can still learn enhancement techniques. And that would make an excellent topic for us to go over today. Now let's say you
Do we
have
know
the
what's motivating
aptitude to
this
achieve
instructor?
100% mastery.
I would say probably the same thing as Wing, where it's like, basically you're going to learn it at some point. I'd rather you learn it in a good way than learn evil.
I mean, Wing was already teaching someone who then that student became friends with other students. Like, I feel like that's a very straightforward, like, yeah, I'm a teacher and you want to audit my class. Like, sure, why not? But this is like super random.
This guy clearly knows about Nen and saw somebody
Yeah.
who didn't know about Nen and was a hunter, hadn't quite passed their exam, so probably was like, I want to help you pass your exam. I don't get nefarious vibes.
Interesting.
Now let's say you have the aptitude to achieve 100% mastery of conjuration abilities. At the most, this is how much you could master the others. It doesn't matter how fast of a learner you are. You can never completely master a different category. The further a category
weird.
is from your own, the less you acquire.
Why is specialist at 0?
Yeah.
Specialist is a unique category, and their abilities aren't the kind you can simply teach yourself.
Oh,
They're
so you
very
either have it or
distinct
you
abilities, either inherited or acquired naturally, a product of your environment. So why this position? Because the adjacent categories, conjurer and manipulator, have the greatest chance of becoming specialists later on.
Oh,
In that respect, you still have a chance, in a way.
he could become a specialist.
Do
Okay.
you remember what you said?
I need enough power to fight on my own!
You might assume that the fastest means to your goal would be through enhancement abilities, and you'd be right. Enhancers are able to reinforce offense, defense, and healing most efficiently.
So that's Gon.
But since you're a conjurer, you can only learn enhancer abilities up to half potency. If you try to exceed your limits, it will cause you incredible strain, and that can weaken you. It could even be fatal. Consistent power is the only way to stay on top.
If I were consistent in my abilities as a conjurer, do you think that it would help me in a battle if I were pitted against a master enhancer?
Oh, is that the leader of the
Sure.
Phantom
Okay.
Troop?
It would be difficult. When closely compared to an enhancer's offense and defense, far more often than not, conjurers are simply not as evenly balanced. But that said, you could actually be quite formidable if you find your groove.
If you get like a really strong offense,
Here's a quiz
it could beat
Okay.
a medium defense,
Can you
you know,
conjure a
a medium
sword?
offense.
that's able to cut through anything.
You can't,
Why not?
because it exceeds the bounds of human capacity.
That's exactly right. There are things you can never conjure, even with 100% mastery.
Says who?
Of course, you could conjure a sword that's very sharp and sturdy, but it would make a lot more sense to just go out and buy one. You wouldn't need extra training. You can make the sword appear and disappear using Nen, but conjured weapons just aren't as effective. The physical versions are better. Unfortunately, you
Okay.
can't conjure anything that's supernatural. So consider it carefully and choose what you wish to conjure.
Yeah, what is that
No
going to be?
mistakes allowed. Conjuring something at will takes a lot of concentration, not to mention training and time. And that's just what it takes for one thing.
What a surprise.
Huh?
I don't know many people who learned Nen in only 6 months. So, what kind of employer do you want?
I'll tell you something interesting
Oh,
about
here we go.
spiders.
Just kidding.
Meet me in York, New City on September 1st.
I would
Yeah.
prefer to
Okay.
find
So he is in on the Phantom
Yeah.
Troop and is going to give Kurapika that information.
I would prefer to find an employer with strong ties to the York New Auction. The job
Is that new
is
outfit? It's
irrelevant.
cool.
The York New City Auction. Employers who have a lot of influence generally post the difficult jobs. I doubt they're looking to hire a hunter with 0 experience. I see 3. 3 employers who'll decide based on the interview and not on your record. And it looks like all 3 are looking for bodyguards. I'll read you choose, okay? The first is a handgun buff. The second is a collector of fine china. This one is seeking Roto memorial plates from 1655 to 1657.
Collector of fine.
And the third is a flesh collector. Seeking a hide with a full body tattoo of a rising dragon, the head of a child with jelly syndrome, and a few others. That sure
Is that
quite a
hers?
hobby. All right, take your
What
pick.
the fuck?
No, I don't think it's hers, but
Tattoo
Okay.
of a rising dragon, the head of a child with jelly syndrome, and a few others.
oh my god.
That sure
Jesus.
is quite a hobby. All right, take your pick.
Whoa.
Chains.
Yes.
Wow.
When you said I was a conjurer,
He knows something about
was
that.
The first thing that came to mind.
Chains.
But why chains?
It's because there are some people at large in the world right now who need to be chained to hell.
Okay, so that's the motivator for him.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
so? Because
Cool
I
line.
can't shake the nagging suspicion that you're the one who'll be chained down.
What the hell do you know?
Wait a second. Where are you going? I'm your teacher. Do as I say. I'm not done talking to you. Hold on, damn it. Like I told you. Ordinary chains are pointless. They're inferior. And conjuring some kind of unbreakable chain is completely impossible.
Well,
For you,
maybe if he believes it. Kind of like in Free
Free Ren crossover. Yeah.
Little Ubel moment here.
On September 1st,
Slaughter. Oh, never mind.
York New City will host the world's greatest auction.
Do they try to pickpocket him?
That's where the spider, the Phantom Troop, will appear.
All right. Whoa.
Whoa.
That heartbeat. It plays a horrible melody of rage.
Whoa.
Yikes. So he's got a lot of anger he's suppressing, clearly.
Yeah, and he's got like a chain ring
Hand
thing.
jewelry.
Yeah.
All right.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Also, he's like got a new sort of design. Like looks
Yeah.
like
Upgrade.
older. Very
Yeah.
cool.
So you want me to find you an employer with connections to the York New Auction? Did I get that right?
That's right.
Like
Are
the
you a
last guy
mind
who
reader
walked
or
in.
something?
Same request twice today. Amusing is all.
The boy I just passed?
Oh.
Do you know him?
No, I don't.
Maybe he'll be his
He's
bodyguard.
interested in the auction too? But then, why is his heartbeat so full of rage?
Interested in who's
He
at the
hates
auction.
auctions.
And also probably the person who's collecting flesh. You know, probably. Wait, you know what? The collecting flesh person is probably the same as the person who took the eyes.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
You know?
that's not a leap.
Whoa.
Eating with a twerp like that'll only make your food taste worse.
Why don't you let us take you out instead? We'll show you the best night of your life, sweetheart.
Ick.
This isn't a date, unfortunately. I'm in the middle of a job.
A job, really?
This is actually my employer. He's hired me as his bodyguard.
Bodyguard? You've got to be joking. A babe like you, a bodyguard?
I'd be happy to let you guard my body.
I don't guard ugly men, but thanks anyway.
Oh.
Who do you think you're talking to?
An ugly man.
He's cooked.
Oh.
The sound effect again. Oh.
Ew.
Every single person that I kiss becomes my willing slave.
Oh.
What's your command, mistress?
Oh.
I live to serve you.
Beat them up for me.
Yes, ma'am. My pleasure.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Was he afraid of her the whole time?
Or maybe he didn't know. I mean, he thought he got a bodyguard, but he didn't know how exactly it worked.
Oh, well, guess I'll need another employer.
Dang, she is powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you, Mr. Moon Man?
The splendid moon.
There he is! We've got you now. Hand over the corpse samples you stole, nice and easy.
Don't interrupt. Not my work and not this splendid moon.
That's enough! Put your hands up!
He likes the moon.
I was on the verge of another masterful
Is he like a werewolf?
He's got the sideburns of
Wait,
one.
a poem?
I was on the verge of another masterful poem.
Yeah, Red's poems.
Okay.
You imbeciles!
Probably an enhancer. He's just physically outmaneuvering him.
All right.
Splendid full moon, and pursuers as clumsy as a baboon. That sucks.
Quite an impression.
All right.
All right, random guy.
Yes, I know, Lisa. Well, if this job works out...
This is our future.
Yeah,
Yep.
There's nothing to worry about. I'll handle it. Right, I'll take care of you and the dogs. Bear with me a little while longer. Yeah, it'll be fine. You can count on me.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
J-shaped sideburn from Ginger Guy. What do the chains do?
My name is Kurapika.
Can you use them as a weapon, maybe?
Yeah, I assume they're a weapon, but how so?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. All the people we've seen.
Yeah.
Thank you for your patience. It seems everyone has arrived, so we will now begin going over the details of the contract. I'll start by going over the requirements. I won't ask whether or not you have a license. My only concern is whether you can obtain the items we seek. The auction, as you all know, will begin in 1 month. Before that time, find one item from the list provided, and then bring it safely back here. Here you go. These are the data cards.
That seems straightforward.
It's kind of a strange job, though.
It is.
Like, go find this item.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what?
Ew. Ugh.
What? These are so random. Oh, it's the
And
eyes?
gross.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Something wrong? You look a little pale. Ah.
Yeah.
The eyeballs of a Kurta, huh?
Oh no.
Preserve the post-mortem scarlet hue after death, complete set with head preferred. Yeah, I've heard about that. Their eyes turn red whenever they're excited. You see, the Kurta.
Shut up. That's enough.
It's gonna put him on a list.
Yeah, he might go after him.
Yeah.
I will pass this test. First, I must ingratiate myself and win their trust. In all likelihood, the man we saw was not the actual client.
Interesting.
Thus illustrating the distance between the client and myself. It's critical that I get
Okay.
as close to them as possible, until they eventually let their guard down and share their secrets. There are two things that collectors always desire. The first is any item of extreme rarity. The second is colleagues to whom they can brag about their collection. He must have connections to other flesh collectors, those who share their disgusting acquisitions.
Oh, so not
A network
directly
of
related,
scum.
but
Yeah.
I will infiltrate their ranks and eradicate them all.
all right.
All right.
Hey, it won't open.
I forgot to mention
They're
one
locked
thing.
in.
Only one gets
The
lever.
minimum requirement for the position is strength. Enough strength to get out of this mansion with your lives.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Oh? What is
Holy
Gerbil Person's
shit.
power, I wonder? Okay, what are we doing
Okay,
here?
let's see.
Whoa, it got pulled off. You see that? It's
Yeah, disconnected. Partially.
Brethren and punish the Phantom Troop. And right now, he is preparing to enter a new battlefield.
All right, let's see it.
Wow.
And that is where we left for that episode. Let's jump to the end and see our little fact.
I'm Go! I'm Killua, and this is our Hunterpedia! Today we're introducing Mizuken, Kurapika's teacher, and he's an emitter type. I guess Nen users are fated to meet Nen teachers. It happened to us. Maybe that's why
It's
we
just
love
fate.
each other.
Okay.
It's fate.
All right, and that is where we are left for that episode.
The minimum requirement for the position is strength. Enough strength to get out of this mansion.
Do they each have a different ability? Kiss the ass, essentially. Whoa. A shield. What are your first thoughts?
Wow.
I mean, Kurapika was already cool to begin with, but he's just getting cooler by the second.
100%. The backstory really, like, I don't know, he always seemed very under control, so hearing just how much rage he's been holding, that definitely makes the character more complex.
Yeah, and his, like, chain ability, I want to see what that is.
Oh, 100%.
My thought is that with the chain, you can continuously keep adding links, so maybe as a conjurer, he can, like, make it really long, but then if somebody tries to grab it, it just dissipates. Like, it's just like,
yeah.
I don't know, something like that.
An extendable, weighed down lasso.
Yeah.
That's attached to you.
We'll see how it's used, but that's where we're left for this episode. Make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below if you enjoyed that episode of Hunter x Hunter and are excited for more episodes coming every Sunday and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, they're all posted to Patreon in their extended full-length forms. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our amazing Patreon members. If you want to support us as creators, that's the best way to do so, and you can also ask us questions we answer after every episode we watch, so make sure to check out the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. Question 1. They asked, how about Kurapika using chains specifically as his Nen ability?
That was, first of all, a very cool reveal. I'm excited to see kind of how that weapon looks in practice, but it also kind of adds a layer to the whole, like, Nen manifests as, like, what you really care about, and we've seen that be true in Gon, and also Killua as, like, if you're raised around it, you kind of become it. But seeing another variation on that theme just kind of fills it out a little bit more, and it's a very cool concept.
Yeah.
Devastating, but cool.
It's devastating, but also, like, I'm still stuck on, like, what exactly is going to be the usage of the chain. And if there's one on each finger, is it going to be like Spider-Man shooting out, like, multiple webs from each finger or something? Like,
yeah, maybe.
Because with a conjurer, the placement, you can really do whatever you want with it. And like chain links can just go on. So
yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see, but I'm very interested to see him fight with the chains.
Mm-hmm.
But question 2, Randomness of Cats asks, Kurapika shows a great amount of determination in his mission. However, will it be enough to face off against the Phantom Troop? Without witnessing his abilities yet, do you think he, as an inexperienced Nen user, will have the power to fight against such powerful and infamous opponents?
I mean, the person we met at the, like, employment office specifically said, oh my gosh, I've never seen anyone like master, I forget the exact phrasing used, but basically I've never seen anyone improve so much in 6 months, which seems significant. I mean, maybe he's not a prodigy like Gon or Killua, but we heard Wing say that they're like 1 in a million, like super, super rare. And the like 6 months thing leads me to believe that Kurapika is also a fairly strong competitor with a lot of potential.
Yeah, but that's not, if we're talking about right now, I think Gon and Killua are more powerful than Kurapika, and I don't think they could beat the Phantom Troop members. Like, I think they're
maybe not this instant. You
that's
think
what
they're
I
meeting
mean, but
this
Kurapika's
instant?
going like right now. Like,
I mean, he's not going after.
He is.
Yeah, he's pursuing them, but he's not starting the actual fight. I feel like those are different.
When your goal is, one goal is to find Gon's dad, and if they find him all of a sudden, it's like, yay, accomplished my goal. If Kurapika accomplishes his goal right now, he will die. Like, he's not strong enough, like, in my opinion.
You mean if he tries to accomplish his goal, you think he won't be able to?
What I'm saying is he's going to try to accomplish his goal, correct?
Yeah.
If he happens to accomplish it, finds the Phantom Troop.
I see.
He would die.
Yeah.
Like, so
Gotcha.
it's a bit of a, like, if he's really good at being a hunter, he's not, he needs time to develop. So it's a bit of a jumping the gun.
Hopefully he's bad at it so that he doesn't
do you get what
get
I mean?
himself
Like, it's a
killed
little bit of
before
a-
he can get good enough to achieve his goal.
Yeah, I think he has a bit of tunnel vision, kind of like Gon, but the issue is the tunnel is towards something that could potentially kill him.
Yeah.
And then again, could also be the case with going after Gon's dad.
Very true.
But yeah, I worry that right now Kurapika is not strong enough, but maybe he'll find information and then figure out how strong they are and then train and then go after them rather than just run in blindly. Hopefully. We'll have to see, but let's go to our final question. Final question. Chris Collier asks, what are your thoughts on the characters who were introduced this episode, and how do you think Kurapika will handle working with people in a strictly professional setting, especially considering his attempts to hide his Kurta heritage?
I mean, I'm really looking forward to the new characters, even just strictly in the sense of I want to see a larger variety of Nen users, and we know that since they're all official hunters, all of them can use Nen. So I feel like we're going to learn a lot about Nen from them. I am worried about them picking up on Kurapika's eyes and thinking,
because because in passing mentioning like, oh, they go for a lot, like, in that getting that response out of Kurapika, that guy probably already knows he's in the Kurta clan.
100%. Well, he saw it, like he saw his eyes.
Yeah, so
his eyes freaked out.
I think this is going to be a problem because the eyes are going to be a dead giveaway. You can be angry and be quiet and play it off, but you can't play off your eye color.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of those people seemed very suspicious. Signing up for a job where you're working for like a flesh trafficker, you're not gonna attract the like most honorable group of people.
Yeah.
Just by default.
I agree. It's also very strange to attack the people that like you give them a random task of bring me this item to see if you qualify, and then also survive this house. Like, you really have the confidence if they survive this house, they're also still gonna want to work for you. Like,
that's a good point.
It's just interesting. But
yeah, why would you not get out and go fuck you?
Yeah, but if they're all if they know about the value of stuff, like they might.
Yeah, maybe the money's worth it.
Well, what I'm saying is if they know the value of stuff, they might end up going after Kurapika.
Yeah.
Which, yikes. But we'll see how powerful this chain thing is. Hopefully it's great, but that is where we're left for episode 39 of HunterxHunter. Are we excited for episode 40?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.